Hey everybody. Today we are going to be talking on factors of meal appeal. So let's get this all going. Okay. Factors of meal appeal is something that we are going to be speaking about throughout the semester. It's really talking about how we truly eat food with our eyes before we eat it with our buds. This is evidence that we learned from our blind taste test earlier in the week, how we really depend on our sight to help us interpret some of the foods that we eat together. Um, Meal appeal. So, what this means is well thought out meals have a great combination of flavors, colors, and textures. And we know this because we pair foods together that complement each other. Think of it this way. I love to go to a barbecue restaurant. I know when I go to a barbecue restaurant, I can expect mac and cheese, coleslaw, maybe like a pasta salad. There are certain foods that I can just expect when I go to a barbecue restaurant. There are other foods that I probably won't expect. If I'm going to a barbecue restaurant, I'm probably not going to find a peanut butter and jelly sandwich there. Restaurants know this, and we're going to learn this so we can really create meals kind of like restaurants do. So down here I have, think about your favorite foods that complement each other. Certain foods just go well together. These are the 5 factors of meal appeal that are really important, that normally I have us even write down in class. And these factors, when I talk about them, we're thinking about them in terms of a variety. A great plate that we plate and send off is going to have a lot of color on it. If a plate is all one color, it doesn't look very appealing. We want it to be all the colors of the rainbow. So check out this picture that I have here of these salads. These salads are definitely evident of a variety of colors. We got reds, we have yellows, we have oranges, greens. If this was all green, it looked nice, but not as nice as when it has that rainbow. When we interpret food, we also like a variety of textures. We want different shapes and sizes. We really like a variety of temperatures and also complementing, but a variety of flavors. Let's see if we can get that out of there. So like I said, we want to choose foods on a plate that really have a variety of colors happening. This burger, this decomposed burger right here is a great example. All of these components are different colors. This crab cake down here is topped with different colors. And think, if we have a crab cake at home, we're probably just going to have it as the regular crab cake. But restaurants know this meal appeal, and they use garnishes to really bring that over the top. Fruits, veggies, garnishes, all of those things add color and thus add appeal to our meals. Okay. If we aren't serving foods in ways that are naturally colorful, we need to think about a way that can brighten them up and really make them colorful. So here's some examples of how we interpret food if we like them or we don't like them based on the colors that they have. Let's use the M&M example first. Everybody has a favorite color, M&M. Okay. Yet all M&Ms taste exactly the same, right? But yet, ooh, when we get that red one, or ooh, when we get that blue one, why is that more special for us? I also did a lab before in years past where it was a sugar cookie recipe, and everybody made a different color sugar cookie based on their kitchen color group. Okay, so there was red and yellow and green and blue and all these. And it was really funny to see like and then we traded with each other so that we had a rainbow. Certain colors were more desirable than others, even though they all had the same flavor. Okay, why? It was that interpretation of color. And then the purple ketchup example. That's a great one that I like to use. This was a product that used to be on the market, and purple ketchup? What the heck? That looks disgusting. Yet it was just ketchup. Yet that color differentiation really changed the way we interpret food. So our next one that we're going to speak about is texture. Texture is the way food feels when we chew it. And the best thing to have is a variety of textures on your plate. Oh my gosh, if I'm going out to eat, I am definitely seeing if they have nachos. And nachos is a great example of a variety of textures. You have those crunchy chips, the, molten hot, smooth queso. You've got the meat, variety of textures happening on that plate. That is appealing versus, like, let's say, it'd be kind of odd to pair soup with a smoothie. That is all soft textures. So we choose foods that really have different texture experiences to them. Some down here, tomato soup with grilled cheese, okay? You have the smooth and the crunchy. Spaghetti with a Caesar salad. You have the smooth pasta with the crunchy salad. That variety of textures is really important. So color, variety, texture, variety. Next one, super important. I think one of the most important other than color is a variety of shapes and sizes on a plate, okay? And we are going to be really honing in on shape and size in the upcoming weeks when we talk about knife skills. The way we cut our food matters, especially in the way we interpret a plate. So if I took a whole bunch of veggies and just took my knife and went and pulverized it up and threw it in my stir fry, it would have all the same shape and size. It would be like a pulverized confetti stir fry, where instead we really want to focus on different shapes and sizes and the way that we cut things. The two pictures on the screen, you can see that you've got different shapes and sizes that really make that salad appealing, really make that stir fry appealing. But keep in mind that the shape and size should not be cut in a way that it makes it difficult to eat, okay? Functional shape and size is important too. Variety. The next one that's really important is temperature. Food that should be hot should be served hot. That is also a huge lesson of our class. Think about when you go to a restaurant. If you get a burger and fries at a restaurant and you dive into those fries and they're cold or they're frozen on the inside, guess what I'm doing? Excuse me, waiter, waitress, I'm sorry, but these fries aren't quite done. They're cold. Could you, heat them up? Food that's hot should be served hot. Food that's cold should be served cold, okay? That is a taste and texture component, but it is also a food safety component, which we're going to be talking about next week as well. And the way we experience food changes based on its temperature. If I think about hot chocolate, I love hot chocolate on a cold day. But fun fact about me, I do not like chocolate milk. Chocolate milk, hot chocolate, it's the same food, Ambrosius. What gives? The temperature difference. Another one, if you think about those mozzarella sticks on the bottom, the experience of those mozzarella sticks served piping hot from the fryer with that ooey gooey cheese versus if they were eaten cold at home, out of the fridge, leftovers, you pull them out of the fridge. Leftovers are never as good, right? Food that's hot should be served hot. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Temperature continued. Also keep in mind that we enjoy different foods based on different times of the year. Ice cream stores, their peak season is in the summer when it's 90 degrees. Lines at ice cream stores are out the door. Versus when it's negative 30, there aren't many people in line for ice cream. Also, it's almost what season? Pumpkin spice latte season, right? We aren't chowing down on a pumpkin spice latte on the 4th of July. We want that when, it's a chilly morning. Like today, it's in its 50s. What the heck? It's pumpkin spice season. Um, we enjoy foods at different times of year. Pot pie is also on there. Ooh, a pot pie sounds delicious just on like a cold winter snowy day. Our next component is flavor. We talked about flavor with our blind taste test, but we like a different combination of flavors that really complement each other. Okay. The best way I can say this, I like that bacon and chocolate, that salty and sweet combination. Kettle corn. Have you ever had that at a fair? That salty, sweet popcorn action. Another place that I think a restaurant that really does complementing flavors well, Buffalo Wild Wings. Okay. When you go to Buffalo Wild Wings and they take your order, and you say, I'd like the boneless Asian zing wings, please. Their next question is, oh, do you want ranch or blue cheese? Well, why not French dressing? Why not Italian dressing? Why ranch and blue cheese? Oh, because ranch and blue cheese are complementing cooling flavors to the hot flavor of the wings. So those two flavors really complement well together. Also, celery and carrots is the next question. I'm a big celery fan. Don't forget my celery. Well, guess what? Well, what gives? Like, do they prepare celery so much better at Buffalo Wild Wings? No, it's a complementing flavor. The celery, the cool crunch of the celery with the hot, crisp wing with the cooling sauce, those flavors really go well together. And Buffalo Wild Wings does that well, or any wing spot, right? Cool. So we have all 5 of these components that we talked about. Variety of flavors, variety of temperatures, variety of shape and size, texture, and color. Those are our 5 factors of our meal appeal. And we're going to really, every time we create a dish, we are going to think about those 5 factors when we are plating our dish. We're called culinary arts for a reason. We need to be really artful and purposeful about how our plating looks. So whether you're cooking with us in lab, I want to see always your final result food styled. If you're cooking at home because you're a distance learner, I always want to see your final result of what you create food styled and taken a picture of in an artful, creative way. So you can see the picture on this PowerPoint screen right here. The angle is taken way from the top to really see all the color, shape, and size, different textures that are on that plate, okay? White plates look best for plating, so that's a tip. Think about how you can use sauces to add color. Plate painting is a thing. Variety of your shapes, variety of temperatures, those complementing flavors. Garnishes. At school, we have our indoor garden. Head out to the garden, garnish with different flavors. Also think about height of your plate and that crunch component, especially when I have a salad, I want a crunch component. Typically, if we were in class, I would have you, and I encourage you even at home, like, what are some more food photography tips? How can you think of, what how food can be plated. Do a quick Google search. Like, what are some tips and tricks on food plating, especially if you're into photography? And we're going to be taking pictures and sharing those pictures with everything that we make. So really getting some tips and familiarizing yourself with food photography is going to be important for our class, and we'll be practicing that. These next slides are a couple befores and afters. What meal appeal factor is this plate missing? It's pretty white on that plate. Looks like we have white fish, a white bun, salad. Everything on there is very light in color. Okay, and here's an after. Here's how they kind of switched it up. They definitely increased the color here with, garnishes. Okay, adding that color, even that little lemon on the side is a great technique. Here's another one. I see a lot of round, 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 round. Okay, so they took those same round potatoes and switched it to mashed potatoes. They cut their carrots a different size. What else did they do? Oh, looks like the tomatoes are a little bit different. They shaped the meat a little bit different. Okay, is this, the most appealing meal you've ever seen in your life? No. But, they're definitely changing it up. Okay, what's coming next? Oh, mush, mush, mush. Okay. This one's definitely focusing on the before and after of texture, okay? You can definitely see they added some little fruit to the Jello. They added some sesame seeds on top of the bun. They made more of like a pilaf, added some nuts in there. Okay, I'm feeling texture is much improved. Guess what? That does not look appealing. That's the whole point, right? Not appealing. How do we make our plates look more appealing? Those variety of textures are important. What do we got here? Which one? What do you think that is? Okay. Here's another one. Corn. Okay. Elote. I'm all about elote lately. Definitely spicing up that color component. What meal appeal factor is missing here? We have soft, soft, and soft. We're missing texture. Going back to that, what could we do to increase the texture? That looks like a great, big ziti, but let's get rid of this stuff, right? Maybe I need a piece of garlic bread here. Maybe here I need a Caesar salad. Maybe on top of this, I need a little garnish. Okay, now we're in business. This one, oh, that doesn't look that bad, but I don't see a lot of variety in shape and size. Maybe instead of these French fries, we could do mashed potatoes. Maybe instead of like everything is kind of rod shaped. Maybe we could just totally take out the carrots and do more broccoli. Okay, thinking about shape and size is important. This one, it's desperately lacking color. So, guess what? We're going to take those 5 factors of meal appeal: color, texture, shape, size, temperature, and flavor. And I'm going to put you to the test with a TV dinner challenge. So, kind of looked like a crazy person. Fredericks and I went to the Walmart and bought, 50 TV dinners. I maybe looked like I was on the TV dinner diet. And so in class, what's going to happen is you and your kitchen group are going to receive a TV dinner, okay? This one's a Salisbury steak meal. Ooh, chicken fried steak. We got a turkey meal. And your job is going to be to take that TV dinner and food style it to really amp up plating of a dish. Okay, on the box, dang, that TV dinner looks top notch. But when I pull it out of the box, that bottom photo, I don't know about that one. So you're going to heat your TV dinner up in the microwave. And then on the front table, there will be a variety of different accents that you can use to enhance your plating. And you'll have to think about shape and size. Like, that turkey dinner, like, could I cut that in a different way? I'm going to take that out. What did we learn? Oh, I could put it on a white plate. Okay, I'm going to maybe lay that intentionally on a white plate. Maybe I'm going to reserve that gravy and do like a plate painting or a drizzle on top. Maybe I'm going to intentionally place those potatoes and those peas in a certain way. And you're going to make that TV dinner as appealing as possible. Then, if you're in class, you're going to head to our photo booth, and you and your kitchen group are going to take the best angle of that plate that you can. From there, you're going to take that photo and you're going to be uploading it to Schoology, okay, the Schoology discussion post. And we will be voting on who has the best TV dinner food photography skills in the class and maybe throughout the whole day. So really utilize everything around us in the room to manipulate that TV dinner to be really, really appealing. If you're at home, you're going to do the same thing, only you don't need to go out and buy a TV dinner. You can use breakfast, lunch, dinner, some food that you are already planning on eating, and think about that sandwich or that mac and cheese that you're making, and think about how you can really amp up that plating, okay? Like if I think of a box of macaroni and cheese, for example, if I make that and I eat it straight out of the pot that I made it in, okay, that's not very appealing. But how could I take that box of macaroni and cheese and maybe put it on a special plate and maybe, you know, okay, that's all one color. How could I amp up that color? Maybe I could add a garnish. Maybe I could add a little side to it. Play around with that, really taking into consideration those 5 areas of meal appeal. Also, I chose these TV dinners because they have different components. Like this Salisbury steak meal, it has the meat, the potatoes, the dessert, and the corn. So you're playing around with some different components. If you're at home, think about, maybe having like your main dish, your side, like how can you style that on a plate, okay? And then when you're done, you're going to email me that photo, and maybe we'll share it with the in-person class too. So make sure you have your best angle as well. Actually, you can email it to me. You can also post it to that same Schoology discussion feed too. So this is going to be our next lab. So when you come into class next, be ready to receive your TV dinner and get rolling on that. So chat soon. Look forward. If anybody has any questions, shoot me a message. Bye.